This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, baby. Let's go! What? 53, check 53. I'm coming. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Switch.
They go play action now. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding and a big loss here as he's taken down. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB, and guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 63 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Let's go, D.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down.
280.
Check 53. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, and at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain it.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now, Patty's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. To try again after the sack. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
14.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. Lynch pushing, but he is not going to get there. They stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Let's go. That's what I do.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And Myers able to knock it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. That's complete to Jeffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a 2nd-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being 1st-team running back as well as 1st-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so, and I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw is Wentz. Well, this is caught by Jackson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Into the red zone. Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back back at the 26-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Seahawks on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now Wilson rolling to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead.
Let's go, baby.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick-6. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Here's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check out,
and we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Alert. 53 at the mic.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. To throw is Wilson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon standing just outside his own goal line. Pulled in at the 24. Dancing away at the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll hit Jackson, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that?
As Sanders has it poked free, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Still on his feet. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. To throw, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
From the gun, it's Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
First down,
Wentz now on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
Line 55, line 55.
Throwing on first is Wentz. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Switch. X3. 218. Chop.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing is Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Now Wilson, and his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Duke Riley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on third and long. Wilson.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To throw again is Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K.J. Wright. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. On play action, it's Wentz. And his pass is in.